what the hell this thing is about. So we are in chapter 12. So I'm going to read this, another addendum. This is not me. I did not write this. I'm going to keep this as authentic to what is written here as possible. There are some things I'll probably change because I don't like some of the things that they're talking about, but I will do my best to keep it as authentic as possible, and I will comment throughout. So, chapter 12. Wait, why am I keeping more track than you? Yeah, many vamps wish death upon me. Well, there's lots of vamps here, Jay. I know, I can't believe you remember the Gothic 50 Cent song. I felt like after that day on Monday, I was dead tired, so. Alright, anyway, chapter 12. Author's note. Stop F, comma, A-ing? What? Give me a second. Oh, it's supposed to be flaming, but they missed the L and they hit a comma. Okay. Stop flaming. Okay. Instead of many men wish death upon me. Damn, Jay. Alright. Okay. What? Okay. Hagrid is a pedo to a lot of people in American schools are like that. I wanted to address the issue. How do you know Snap ain't Christian plus Hagrid isn't really in love with Ebony? That was Cedric? Okay. And then there's a lot of X's and then 666 in the middle. Alright. Whew, we're starting off strong. I was about to harm myself again with the silver knife that Drago had given me in case anything happened to him. He told me to use it. What is this word? Valiantly? I think she means to say valiantly. I'm not sure. Oh, violently. Oh, she means to say violently. It's valiantly against an enemy. But I knew that we must go together. We must both go together. No, I thought it was hair grid, but it was vampire. He started to scream, OMFG, no, my scar hurts. And then his eyes rolled up. You could only see his red whites. Oh no, what is happening here? Alright, give me a second. Let me understand what the hell just happened again. No, I thought it was hair grid, but it was vampire. Okay. So, was vampire actually polymorphed? Someone failed the spelling bee in the 4th grade. If I would show you how bad this is. Okay, I'm going to try and proceed here. I think if I'm understanding correctly, vampire was polyjuice potion is going to be my guess as hair grid, but I don't know. I stopped. How did you know? I saw it, and then my scar turned back into the lightning bolt. No, I ran up close. I thought you didn't have a scar anymore, I shouted. I do, but Diablo, that's what Ron goes by now, but Diablo changed it into a pentagram for me. Wait, what? I was actually in the spelling bee in the nice 5th grade. Nice, Jack. How did Ron change it into a pentagram? Did he take a knife to your head and just finish the scar? I don't. I do, but Diablo changed it into a pentagram for me, and I always cover it up with foundation, he said back. Anyway, my scar hurt, and it turned back into the lightning bolt. Save me. Then I had a vision of what was happening to Draco. Voldemort has him bondage. I don't think that means what you expect it to mean. Voldemort has him bondage. Uh-huh. Oh. Wait, what? Is this not working? There it is. Voldemort has him bondage. Anyway, I was in the school nurse's office, now recovering from my pain I caused on myself. Snap and Lupin and Harrid. Okay, they're really just like, I don't know. Hagrid is not tough. Hagrid. Hagrid, right? So why is every other letter being used but just the right one? Hagrid. This time it's Harrid. Hahrid. Snap and Lupin, and she never says Snape correctly. Snap and Lupin and Harrid were there too. They were going to St. Mango's after. Isn't it supposed to, I'm not great at Harry Potter stuff, but isn't it supposed to be like St. Margot's? No. They were going to St. Mango's after they recovered because they were pedophiles, and you can't have those fucking pervs teaching in a school with lots of hot girls. Right. Dumbledore had constipated. No. She can't have said that. Dumbledore had constipated the Cydio camera they took of me naked. I put up my middle finger at them. You can't get that wrong. Instead of confiscated, they said Dumbledore had constipated the Cydio camera they took of me naked. I put up my middle finger at them. Constipated. Yeah. Anyway, Hagrid. We're back to Hagrid. Yeah. Exactly, Jay. Anyway, Hagrid came into my hospital bed holding a bouquet of pink roses. Enobi. He can't even say Ebony right. Enobi, I need to tell you something, he said in a V-serious voice, giving me the roses. Fuck off, I told him. You know I fucking hate the color pink anyway, and I don't like fucked up preps like you. Also, I'm pretty sure she wore something pink in the very beginning, but I would probably need to go back and check that. Like, not pure pink, but there was pink adjacent. I snapped. Wait, whoa. Actually, I think the inside of her coffin was somewhat pink. Give me a second. I'm going to fact check myself on this. I mean, I'm going to tell you, I don't think it's crazy to say that the author of this has contradicted themselves, but... Haha! My coffin was black ebony, and inside it was hot pink velvet. If she hates pink, as she has said here, why would the inside of her coffin be pink velvet? The defense rests. I cannot believe that I remembered that from the beginning. The very first chapter. No, I'm sorry, that was chapter 2. Anyway. You could be proud of me, Lee. Alright. No. Oh, wait. Fuck. Hagrid. Oh, sorry. You know, I fucking hate the color pink anyway. Also, in this world, Hagrid is a school kid. You know, I fucking hate the color pink anyway, and I don't like fucked up preps like you. I snapped. Hagrid had been mean to me before for being gothic. Right. No, Ennaby, Hagrid says. Those are not roses. What? Are they goths too, you poser prep? I asked, because I was angry that he had brought me pink roses. I saved your life, he yelled angrily. No, you didn't, I replied. You saved me from getting a Paris Hilton... Oh, that's where you draw the line? You don't want to say that word? They just did a P line video. You saved me from getting a Paris Hilton P video made from your shower scene and being viewed by Snap and Lupin, who masturbated. See, is that spelled wrong? Wow. Yes, it is. To it, he added silently. Look. I love when the author tries to call out people and then still does a bad job. Whatever, I yelled angrily. He pointed his wand at the pink roses. These aren't roses. He suddenly looked at them with an evil look in his eye and muttered, well, if you wanted, honestly, that's all you had to say? That's not a spell, that's an MCR song, I corrected him wisely. What? Well, if you wanted honesty, that's... Oh, that's a... Yeah, that is an M... Well, if you wanted honesty, that's all you had to say. Oh, it's... I'm not okay. Wow. Where did I pull that out from? Okay. That's not a spell. Yes, see? We got it too. That's not a spell, that's an MCR song, I corrected him wisely. I know, I was just warming up my vocal cordes. Then he screamed, Petulus Marengo, me Cremilici Romancio. Romatio? For all you cool gothic MCR fans out there, that is a tribute, especially for Raven. I love you, girl. Imo nato okeo. Peretulus Marengo me Cremilci Romacio. Imo nato okeo. If I summon a demon tonight by saying these words, please remember me as I was. And then the roses turned into a huge black flame floating in the middle of the air, and it was black. And then the roses turned into a huge black flame floating in the middle of the air, and it was black. Now I knew he wasn't a prep. Okay, I believe you now. WTF is Draco. Hairgrid rolled his eyes. I looked into the balls of flame, but I could see nothing. You see, Enobi, Dumbledore said, watching the two of us watching the flame. To see what is in the flames, haha, you review as flames, get it? You must find yourself first, okay? I have found myself, okay? You mean old man? Hargrid yelled. Dumbledore looked shocked. I guess he didn't have a headache, or else he would have said something back. Hairgrid stormed off and back into his bed. You are a liar, Prof. Dumbledore. Anyway, when I got better, I went upstairs and put on a black leather mini dress that was all ripped on the ends with lace on it. There was some corset stuff on the front. Then I put on black fishnets and black high-heeled boots with pictures of Billy Joe Armstrong on them. You have pictures on your boots? I put my hair all out around me, so I looked like Samara from The Ring. Right. If you don't know who she is, you're a prep, so fuck off. Yeah, so apparently if no one's seen The Ring, you're a prep. And I put on blood red lipstick, black eyeliner, and black lip gloss. Yeah, see? Dante knows. He's not a prep. He knows who Samara is. You look kawaii, girl. Bloody Mary. So Bloody Mary, for everyone catching up, Bloody Mary is what Hermione's name is now. And she's half vampire, I think. You look kawaii, girl, Bloody Mary said sadly. Fangs, you do too. I said sadly too. But I was still upset. Oh my god, there's so much self-harming in this. I harmed myself again, feeling totally depressed, and I sucked all the blood. I cried again in my bathroom and put the shades on so Snap and Lupin couldn't spy on me this time. I went to some classes. Vampire was in the hair of magical magic creatures. I'm guessing that's a class. The name of the class is Hair of Magical Magic Creatures. I've seen it at least once or twice. Who the fuck? Never mind. Right. Yeah. He looked all depressed because Draco had disappeared, and he had used to be in love with Draco. He was sucking some blood from a Hufflepuff. Right. Hi, he said in a depressed way. Hi back, I said in a weakly Waqali said way. I feel like you're trying to spell. You know? Listen, Jay, if it happens, it happens. Okay. Time out for a second. Vampire, who used to be Harry Potter, is in class right now. The name of the class is Hair of Magical Magic Creatures, okay? And instead of paying attention to the class, he was sucking some blood from a Hufflepuff. And while he's doing this, he has the wherewithal to turn to the main character and say, hi. That's not something you can say when your mouth is full. He said in a depressed way. Hi back, I said in a weak Waqali said way. We both looked at each other for some time. Harry had beautiful red gothic eyes, so much like Draco's. Then we jumped on each other and started screwing each other. You're in class. And like, oh, okay, yeah, okay. So vampire is an actual vampire now, correct? He is apparently now an actual vampire. Draco is apparently also a vampire. Bloody Mary, who is Hermione, is a half vampire. And as far as I know, Hagrid and Diablo, who used to be Ron, are not vampires at the moment. Okay. So I was right. They are in a class right now because the next line gives justification. Stop it now, you horny simpletons, shouted Professor McGoggle, who was watching us, and so was everyone else. Vampire, you fucker, I said, slapping him. Stop trying to screw me. You know I love Draco, I shouted, and then I ran away angrily. Wow. I nay. What a thing to happen. She looks into he says hey to her. She says hey to him. He looks into her eyes. They start going at it, and then he goes, wow, you're a fucker. And then she runs off, and it's like, that was a two-way streak there. I'm getting me Crucifix and Alex. I'm unretiring from vampire hunting. That you showed, Lay. All right, this is almost done. Stop trying to screw me, you know I love Draco, I ran away. Just then he started to scream, OMFG, no, my scar hurts. And then his eyes rolled up. You could only see his red whites. No, I ran up closer. I thought you didn't have a scar anymore, I shouted. We've already established the fact that he does still have a scar. He covers it up with makeup. We've already had this conversation, Ebony. Wait, we just, this was already said. Wait, I'm not fucking stroking out, right? Let me scroll up. Give me a second here. Yeah. Okay. In this chapter, right, there is the line that says, no, I ran up closer. I thought you didn't have the scar anymore, I shouted. And then Vampire said, I do, but Diablo changed it into a pentagram for me, and I always cover it up with foundation, he said. And then I go to the very bottom of this chapter, right? And then it says, no, I ran up closer. I thought you didn't... Oh. I'll wait. Man, this is absolute insanity right now. Hey, for anyone interested, did you know that Tron Light Cycle run at Magic Kingdom will now utilize a standby queue beginning September 9th? It's actually pretty good news. Oh, and B is fighting Black Rabbits tonight in Lies of P. These are all good things. Right gun gauntlet. Man, this is going off the rails. Absolutely off the rails here. I do not know how the author can legitimately just recycle the same paragraphs. Like, it's the same exact dialogue again. Just recycled it. I can't understand this. Okay, the ads are done? Okay. So earlier in the chapter, right, it said, "No, I ran up closer. I thought you didn't have a scar anymore," I shouted. And then it says, "I do, but Diablo changed it into a pentagram for me, and I always cover it up with foundation," he said. "Anyway, my scar hurt, and then I had a vision of what was happening to Draco. Voldemort has him bondage," right? That's what happened previously. We made the joke, we were laughing about it. This is what just happened here. You ready? Just then he started to scream, "OMFG, no, my scar hurts," and then his eyes rolled up. You could only see his red whites. "No, I ran up closer. I thought you didn't have a scar anymore," I shouted. "I do, but Diablo changed it into a pentagram for me, and I always cover it up with foundation," he said back. "Anyway, my scar hurt, and then I had a vision of what was happening to Draco. Voldemort has him bondage." They literally repeated the same thing from the beginning of the chapter again for 2 paragraphs at the end of this chapter. That is the laziest writing I have seen. "Special thanks to Raven, my gothic blood sister. WTF, you're supposed to writ this? You're supposed to writ this. Hey Raven, do you know where my sweater? I. Do you know where my sweater? I. Okay. That's the end of the chapter. Literally just took exactly what was earlier, recycled it again, and then put a special fangs at the end. I'm going to try and see if I can find a JonTron clip real quick that I'm thinking of. Okay, here we go. You ready? Alright. Is this the one that has my window in it? No. Okay, watch. This is what I felt after reading this. You ready?
Now you've confused me almost immediately, and you promised me you weren't going to do that.